This is the story of a man who adopted a shelter dog initially perceived as stubborn, but turned out to be deeply sad, and how a surprising twist involving the dog's previous owner helped forge a profound bond. When Tom landed his dream job, he knew it entailed a significant life change. Leaving behind the home he had known all his life, he moved from the city to a quaint town, far from everyone he had ever loved. His family remained in the city, making visits a lengthy endeavor. However, Tom was aware that opportunities like this were rare, and he had to seize it. Packed and prepared, he embarked on his journey to a new life. His new job had arranged a comfortable home for him, complete with a backyard, a luxury he couldn't have afforded in the city. The prospect of living in a smaller town also meant he could finally fulfill his dream of owning a dog, a desire he had harbored for a long time. The friendly townsfolk welcomed him with open arms, making Tom feel like part of the community. Conversations with neighbors were a common occurrence, and he soaked up the town's rich history and local gossip. This new way of life was an adjustment for the city boy, but to his surprise, Tom found himself truly enjoying it. He believed he had found the place to establish his roots. With everything falling into place, Tom realized that one more element was missing from the picture: a canine companion. He perused local newspapers, a common practice in small towns, and spotted an advertisement from a local shelter featuring a big black Labrador named Reggie. Tom knew the loyalty and intelligence of Labradors and was immediately drawn to Reggie's profile. Adopting an adult dog would expedite the bonding process, and Tom felt it was the perfect choice. He drove to the shelter, impressed by the clean and well-maintained facilities. However, upon reaching Reggie's kennel, Tom observed a dog that seemed disinterested in the outside world. Reggie lay in his kennel, clutching a tennis ball between his paws, his gaze unfocused. The shelter attendant explained that Reggie had done everything with his previous owner and was struggling to adapt to shelter life. A few potential adopters had shown interest, but none had seemed like the right fit. Tom, however, felt an immediate connection and decided to take Reggie home, despite warnings that it might take time for the dog to adjust. Tom remained optimistic, believing Reggie would quickly warm up to him. However, their initial weeks together proved challenging. Reggie displayed no interest in play, failed to respond to commands, and seemed disengaged. Even store-bought treats failed to capture his attention. Tom began to lose hope as the weeks passed, well beyond the shelter's predicted adjustment period. He contemplated returning Reggie to the shelter, fearing the dog might be happier with a different owner. As Tom contemplated returning Reggie, he recalled the sealed letter from Reggie's previous owner that he had received upon adoption. Though he had initially dismissed it, he decided to read the letter, hoping for insights. The letter began by acknowledging that the author had hoped no one would ever read it, expressing the desire for a swift reunion with his beloved dog. However, it continued with valuable information to help Tom bond with Reggie. The letter revealed that Reggie adored tennis balls, often trying to hoard multiple at once. It warned against throwing balls in potentially dangerous situations, as Reggie would eagerly chase them. The previous owner listed the commands Reggie knew, which initially amused Tom, considering Reggie's unresponsiveness. Details of Reggie's speeding schedule, preferred vet, and the owner's plea to take Reggie everywhere for his entire life were also shared. Reggie had been the owner's sole family, accompanying him everywhere. Unexpectedly, the letter took a poignant turn. It confessed that Reggie's true name was Tank, a fact hidden to maintain hope of a reunion with the owner. Tank's previous owner, Paul Mallory, was a hometown hero who had tragically perished while saving 3 friends in action. Upon hearing the name Tank, the dog's demeanor transformed instantly. He perked up and responded eagerly, as if waiting for his name to be called. When Tom threw a ball, Tank retrieved it, returning with 3 tennis balls in his mouth. Touched by this revelation, Tom knew he couldn't part with Tank. The bond between them had deepened, and he was determined to honor the memory of Tank's fallen hero and previous owner, Paul Mallory. Together, they embarked on a journey of healing and newfound companionship.